Okay, so I think let's begin. I'm sure as more people join, they will join. It's being recorded. I would love it if you could turn your cameras on. It would be amazing. I love speaking to faces. If you can, that would be great. No pressure, but just a little bit of an ask. Firstly, I'd like to say welcome to the Power Hour. The Power is a new bi-weekly learning series designed for an exclusive group of SysAid customers. So you've all been exclusively invited to this week's Power Hour, and I'll obviously explain to you why. Each 1 hour Zoom session is hosted live by myself. I'm Cindy Civan. I'm the Director of Customer Success, and I'm here to bring you some expert tips, best practices, live Q&A to help you level up your SysAid experience. Okay, so just a little bit about myself. I've been at SysAid for exactly 8 years now. 15th of May was 8 years, or is 8 years. I started off in the professional services department, and then I moved into customer success about 4 years ago. So I've had some really good knowledge, experience with the product. But I have found my home at SysAid in the customer revenue. We said the customer revenue, customer success team. And enough about me, because I would love to introduce you to my incredible team whose cameras are on at the moment. Firstly, Sarah Dinmez, Asaf Pardon, and Tanya Walia. They're all account executives within my team, and you're going to be hearing from some of them, or at least one of them, during the course of our session today. Okay, so just a little bit of an introduction, and I see some more of you turned on your camera, so thank you so much. So just a little bit more about today. I'm going to be walking you through the key benefits of SysAid Copilot and our AI agents, followed by a live in-product demo focusing on healthcare use cases and strategies. So if you're in the cloud, you should have access to our new user interface. If not, let us know. And of course, if you're on premise and you're thinking of moving to the cloud, of course, let us know. But the main thing is, whether you're on cloud, whether you're on premise, my goal is to equip you with practical insights to help you determine how SysAid Copilot can best support your healthcare IT operations, ultimately enhancing the quality and efficiency of care your organization provides. Okay, so just a little bit of housekeeping as well. Please feel free to ask questions. There's a Q&A section. You're all panelists. It's the reason why you're panelists. It's because we need you to be a panelist to turn on your camera. This can be a very open discussion. You're welcome to ask questions at any time. If I don't know them, I'll always come back to you. Please engage. There's also the chat. There's the Q&A. You're welcome to type in the chat now. Send some love or anything you would like to send. I will start off with sending my first heart to all of you guys. And feel free to type in the chat as well. I will be adding some polls during the course of the session. We're going to be probably be typing them into the chat. So I would love your feedback and engagement as much as possible. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide. So before we dive further, I just want to take a little moment to reflect on the significant progress we've made in such a short time with our AI. I don't know how many of you have seen SysAid Copilot and our AI agents, but in 2024, this was a year of AI knowledge and productivity. We really laid a very solid foundation at SysAid in creating a very intuitive conversational experience, which is driving a lot of productivity, building trust, and reliable AI experience. And now this is where we are in 2025. We're in the era of the agentic AI. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail. And if you do want to hear more about it, of course, reach out to us in this chat. But this is about having intelligent AI agents that can actually make decisions, execute complex task environments. Tasks or I can't talk. These are all tongue twisters. Okay. Execute complex tasks autonomously. Okay. And continuously learn from the environment to optimize service delivery. So I'm talking about things like you can create a new user or a new password within SysAid for your customers. We'll have these AI agents think, reason, and act, elevating the role of IT professionals, making your work smarter and more efficient. Okay, so by 2026, our vision evolves to a goal-orientated AI. And you can see AI agents will not just execute tasks, but will also do set clear, measurable goals. And there's a lot to look forward to in 2026. So I'm not going to go in too much detail into what's to come. I'm going to focus on the side right now, which is heavily affecting our healthcare industry, and I'll tell you why. But I would like to share that SysAid has been named the Company of the Year winner in 2025. You can see the award for the Globee Awards Artificial Intelligence. This is one of the world's top data-driven business awards. And I really want to, I don't like, well, actually, I do like bragging a little bit. Okay, there were 907 nominations, okay, over 383,000 scores submitted by industry experts. And I'm really proud that SysAid is the winner this year. And this recognition highlights our relentless drive to push the boundaries of what AI can do. So I can spend all day sharing these impressive statistics from our latest results with outstanding feedback from all customers over the past year. But today isn't about the buzzwords, or it's not about the bullet points or a long slide deck. It's about showing you what the transformation actually looks like. And it's about showing you how AI can simplify your day-to-day and not complicate it. So I want you to be able to leave the session with clarity and confidence, whether you like it or not. It's an opportunity for me to show it to you. So let me show it to you and stop talking. So before we move on to the demo, I would like to ask a question. Ella, if you could post this into the chat. The first question, and I'd like you guys to spend a minute or two, there we go, is what customer or admin challenges you are facing at the moment. You can type in, sorry, was it just ended? No, okay. You can type, it says the poll ended. Ella?
I'm checking, sorry.
Is it just for me, guys, or is it for all of you? John, Ronald? Do you see the poll?
Yeah, it popped. Oh, here it is.
It should be on now.
Okay, there we go. Thanks, Ella. Okay. If you could just spend just a few minutes answering this question, I'd love to know what challenges as a customer or as an admin you're experiencing at the moment. Let's give it just another minute or two. Thank you. I do see some answers coming in. I would love feedback from the rest of you. Thank you. I see another one's just come in. Okay. In about 20 seconds, I think we can end the poll, Ella. That would be great. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I am viewing some of the details. Hang on a second. So firstly, maintaining consistent levels of service. Autism presents several challenges, and part of that challenge is providing discrete steps to service calls. Thank you, John. Hanging sessions in the Citrix environment when application is running in the background, like updates. Customers, thank you, Angelo. Customers not answering questions or responding to IT and tickets, so it's hard to keep the status up to date. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for your responses. And I know, let's just go over there. We're going to go into some of these details about some of the things you've mentioned and some of the other challenges our customers are experiencing at the moment. Before I do so, I would like to ask one of my team members, Sarah. Are you there?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm there. Thank you, Cindy. Happy to be here. Happy to meet you all.
Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. Would you like to provide a quick introduction?
Sure. I'm Sarah. I'm an account executive here at SysAid. And I've been here for 3.5 years, growing within the company, working under Cindy. Very happy and happy to be here today. Thank
you, Sarah. So, as you know, Sarah's had she's had quite a lot of experience, and I have a question for you, Sarah, and I hope you don't mind. I might be putting you on the spot, so
sure.
I hope it's okay.
Yep.
But I wanted to hear from you. If you can describe some of the most common pain points that your healthcare customers have mentioned on your calls.
Sure, yeah. I can say that from my perspective and from my experience with customers from the healthcare industry, I think most customers truly want to improve their MTTR, their mean time to resolution, because sometimes it's affecting, right, the patient care and the overall efficiency. I think also many healthcare providers, from what I see, manage at least 1,000 tickets per month, if not more. So many are involving like repetitive or simple queries, which I think what they're asking is to be more efficient. It's a way to answer in a more simple way their questions in a more automated way. So I think that's the main goal here, like to improve the mean time of resolution here.
Amazing. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate your answer, and I'm sorry I put you on the spot, but I might just be where I might put you on the spot a bit later.
No worries. Happy to help.
Thanks, Sarah. So just to ask everyone who's actually on the call with us today, does this resonate with any of you or any of your team, what Sarah said, that there's, customers want to improve on their mean time to resolve and a lot of repetitive type questions that keep coming in? If it does resonate with you, you can put a thumbs up in the chat. Just put a thumbs up on your camera, whatever you want, nod your head, I don't mind. Thank you, John. Thank you. I see. I don't see everyone else on the camera. But if it does resonate with you, or if it doesn't, you can, and if you something else you would like to mention, I see some other thumbs up. Thank you. Amazing. Okay, so great. So Sarah, thank you. And can you see the little thumbs up going up on my screen, or not necessarily? Is it just me? You guys can see it. Okay, cool. Okay, amazing. So enough talk. Let's go to the demo. So this is our new Spaces. This is our new user interface, which many of our cloud customers have already adopted, which is amazing. It offers very powerful new features, and I'd like to take a moment just to walk you through some of the highlights. So let's start off. One of the nice things which is amazing, and it really improves on efficiency, is that you've got inline editing. So literally directly from the title, you can actually click, and let's just say you want to change this to very slow. You obviously can. You can, from when it comes to inline editing, you can go in, you can change the assign to, you can change the categories, you can go in. Let's just say, for example, you wanted to add a different column that you wanted to see, for example, like agreement. Let's just move it up here. Okay, and save it. It's really easy to use. You can create different views as well. You don't need to use static filters like the classic version has. So the main thing about inline editing is that you don't have to go into the tickets to go in and change the priority and so forth. You can do it all from the actual service desk section, which obviously makes it become very efficient. Now, with our AI, you have something called AI in motion. So let me show you this. You hover your mouse over here, and you can actually see the customer sentiment. And you can see from this specific case, if Chrome is running very slow, obviously the sentiment is negative, okay? You also, with the AI, you also have something called AI intelligent categorization. So if you hover your mouse over here, you can see that you can choose, the AI is specifically letting you select different categories that it specifically came in based on what the actual issue is. Okay, so for example, this one that's come in as application, request and reset password, it's actually given a different type of categorization. All you need to do is literally just click on it, and you can see it just changes it straight away. It's very quick and easy. Now, one of the things from Classic, and I remember from when I was in professional services, one of the biggest pain points that some customers had is, and I'm sure maybe you can say, is when you have someone in a ticket, you can't actually see if someone else is updating a ticket. So I can't specifically show you because I'm just in this on my demo account, but we have something called Zen mode, which gives you the ability to see if there's another admin or agent working on the ticket. So that just comes with the new UI, but of course, all of the sentiments and the AI categorization is obviously comes with our SysAid Copilot. Okay, so I do have another question for all of you. So if you can respond, it's the second poll. Ella, I'd like to know how are your end users or your customers submitting tickets? Ella, if you can send that, that would be great. Perfect. Thank you. So how are your end users submitting tickets? Via the self-service portal, email integration? Okay. Teams, manually, all of the above. Okay. Manually. Okay. So far, just the polls are 60% are email integration, 20% on the self-service portal, 20% manually. Okay. All right. Thanks, Ella. I think we can end it for now. Great. Okay. So we know from the answers on your poll that a lot of your customers are submitting tickets mainly via the self-service portal and the email bot. Okay, so I'm going to show you the bot in our self-service portal, and this is it over here. And just so that you know, especially for those people who are using email integration, the same bot is available that I'm going to show you now in the portal. It's also available in email and in Microsoft Teams as well. Now, being in healthcare, one of the biggest things that our customers love about the bot, especially in the self-service portal and email integration, is that it works 24/7. right? Because you can ask questions on here that I'm going to show you now, round the clock, enabling healthcare professionals to resolve common IT issues without delay. Okay, so your customers, your end users will go in here and they would literally ask a question, something like, how do I reset my password for patient record systems? So I'm just going to copy that so you don't have to wait for me to type out so long. And they ask a question like that. And the bot is going to come back with an answer. Okay. Now, what I want to do is either now, firstly, if this has helped solve the issue, you can either give it a thumbs up. Okay. If it was not resolved, you can just say create service record. And when you create a service record, just clicking on it over here, the service record gets created within about 30 seconds. There's no need for the user to select any categories, a title, or anything. The request gets created, as you can see, request number 5060. We'll go back to it a little bit later. And the service record is created if this did not resolve the issue. Okay, now I want to take this a little step further. Okay, instead of just writing information and getting it back, users can also simply just paste a screenshot, and that I'm going to show you now. So we use a VPN called 40 Client. I'm sure most of your healthcare users and you yourselves as healthcare providers have users logging in with a VPN. Now here, let me just grab my screenshot. Hang on one second. Okay, I'm just going to copy and paste this. Put this in over here. Okay, so I didn't write anything in here. Let's just see, did it paste? There we go. I didn't write anything in here. I'm just literally copying and pasting it. And the information, and it's because I need the specific information that I need in order to connect. Okay, so let's just click on it. Now, what we've done is we've included image analysis capabilities in the bot. So the bot is looking through the screenshot and it's just giving me right now all of the information that I need in order to connect to the VPN. Okay, I didn't type anything, which is really, really amazing feature. Now, again, I can keep the conversation going or give it a thumbs up. But this is how quick and easy it is. Now, I'm just going to pause for a little moment. But before I pause, I just want to mention, though, that this has really elevated your customer experience. While it's streamlining processes, it's really giving valuable time back in your users. They don't have to go into the self-service portal and click on the template to select the category, to submit the ticket. Everything is done straight away. And of course, you can just create a service record or not. Okay, so any questions from anyone? Would you like to type it in your chat? Would you like to speak on the Zoom?
Yeah, Cindy, I have a question.
Yes, John.
The responses, are they generic or can they be tailored to specific applications our organization uses?
I love that you asked that question. Okay, thank you, John. So that's a really good question. So I'm going to show you over here. Let me just take you to the data pool in settings over here. Now, sorry, it's not the data pool. I want to just take you to the monitor and fine tune. So let's just say, for example, and you can see the quality score. Okay, so if you go into here and you actually click on where the quality score is 10, this answer may not be giving the correct answer. So you can go in here, all right, into the settings and monitor and fine tune the answers that you want. And so let's just say, for example, the correct answer is this. You would literally submit the fine-tune answer, which is amazing. And you can also see where the sources it actually took the answers from to try and understand where it actually got that information from. So that's a great question, John, and I hope I answered it. Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing. Michelle, do you have to create knowledge-based information? That's also a really, really good question. And you guys are speaking the words that I was just about to actually say. So this is where I'm going to take you to the data pool. This is also a really good question. I'll just discard these changes for now. So what happens is, in my test account, I've got 700 tickets. So there's three main areas where the bot is actually taking the information from. Firstly, it's taking information from the nearly 700 tickets that I have here, all right? I don't know how many tickets you have, but even if someone answered about the VPN question a year or two ago, it's already part of the database. So the bot will know to go through it and bring the correct answer to the end user or your customer, okay? Another way is if you have knowledge-based articles, PDFs, websites, URLs, if you've already got this in your system, it'll also look at your knowledge-based articles and any PDFs. If you also want to actually add a link to SharePoint, you can do it here. So it'll look here as well through these articles for the answer. And the third way is that the bot will also look at resources outside the company in the internet, which may bring a more general answer. And that's when you can actually go into the monitor and fine tune, and then obviously just fine tune it if it hasn't found it in the database. So Michelle, that's a great question. Thank you. I hope I answered that question. Any other questions? No. Okay. All right. So, Sarah, do you mind if I bring you back?
Sure, go ahead.
I did give you a warning. Okay, so Sarah, I know that security can be an issue for everyone, let alone obviously healthcare providers. What type of questions do your customers ask you regarding security?
Yes, I'm glad you asked that, Cindy. I think a big thing for my customers is the need to be HIPAA compliance. So a lot of my customers are asking if we are HIPAA compliant, just so everyone here knows that SysAid Copilot is designed with healthcare compliance in mind. So it's working with the standards of HIPAA, and it ensures that sensitive patient information is handled securely, and obviously maintaining the trust of the information. So just so you know.
Thanks, Sarah. I think it's also that, and one of the in the first poll, when it comes to confidentiality and that type of thing as well. So this would obviously cover that question as well. So thank you, Sarah. What about, I'm just asking you a random question now, like maybe something that's not related to security. Any other questions that your customers may ask with regards to this?
Not with regards to this, but I think another question that pops up into my head is a lot of customers are asking me if there's a multi-language support with Copilot, because we have customers that has users that are from different locations. So yeah, just so everyone know as well that we do support multi-language with Copilot. So we allow we make sure that all end user can submit their issues in their native language, which is very important, and then they receive the support they need in their language. So that's also something available with Copilot. I think this is something that comes into my head as a common question.
Amazing. Yeah, that's a good point, Sarah. I'm glad that you covered that, because I remember when we first launched it, a lot of customers were asking for this. So it's super important to have the multi-language option. So thank you.
Sure.
I just want to show you something else as well. The AI usage dashboard. So let's just say you want to see in the last 12 months how many tickets have been deflected by the AI. And we do have a dashboard here. You can see how many were touched by the AI via which source, as self-service portal, email bot, for example. You can see I'm mainly using the self-service portal. So you can actually report on that as well. And I know no one in the poll said that they were using MS Teams, but if anyone is using MS Teams and maybe you didn't respond, the only difference is that you can raise a ticket via MS Teams, and it also differentiates between incidents and requests, and so you can do it via MS Teams as well. Michelle, thank you for your question. You're currently using the on-prem version. How hard is it to transition to this model? So, Michelle, you're asking good questions, and thank you for asking them. So, Michelle, firstly, there's different ways to transition. If you want to start off afresh, it's literally you would go through some implementation with our professional services team, and then you can just simply move over to the cloud once professional services has done an implementation for you. If you do want to take your tickets over and do a migration, this is something that we do as well. I wouldn't say it's hard. We have a very, very good standard process right now where you work with our customer care engineers. We do a migration to your sandbox, make sure everything's tested and working well, and then we transition you to the cloud version. Okay, so if you're interested, Michelle, maybe Sarah and Ella in the meantime, if you want to book a meeting with one of the AEs, I've got a You Can Book Me link. If you can post it into the webinar chat, if anyone wants to book a meeting, or we can reach out to you, Michelle, or anyone else. Feel free to book meetings. Okay, and I hope that answered your question, Michelle. And let me know if you've got any other questions. Okay, I do want to share though that in 2024. When I was looking at statistics at the beginning of this year, the healthcare industry emerged as one of the most engaged adopters of SysAid Copilot out of any other industry. So that's really interesting and something that I wanted to share. Okay, now I know what you're all probably thinking is, this is great. We've enhanced the end user experience. Fantastic. We've made it so much easier for our users. But now what about the administrators? What about on the admin side? You know, what types of benefits are there? And this is my best part of the show, everyone. Okay. So let's go back here and I'm going to open the AI chatbot. Okay. Now, firstly, this is available in Classic Cloud and in our spaces. Now, I want to just go through a common use case. All right. I'm an administrator. I've been on vacation for a week, which is actually true. I just came back from vacation, and I get back to work, and I don't know what ticket to work on first. And I ask the bot, and I say to the bot, "What ticket should I work on first?" And what the bot does is it goes through the tickets according to, you can see here, the highest priority and the earliest due date. And it tells me which ticket to work on first, which is ticket number 5047. So it's actually asking me, would you like me to open this ticket? Yes. Straight away, you're going to see that it opens up the ticket. Okay. Now, I haven't read the ticket. I just know that it's got something to do with SAP. And I'm going to actually write in here, help me resolve this issue. And I've also got a spelling mistake. Let's just see. I'm always doing spelling mistakes. Even picks up the spelling mistake. And it's telling me what to do. All right. Which is amazing. Now, I need to obviously be in contact with my customer. I want to obviously send a message to the user to let them know we're currently working on this. So I'll say, help me send a message to the end user. Okay. Fabulous. And what I'm actually going to say is, open up the message Actually, I was trying this earlier and it was actually hanging a little bit. Let me just try and say send, hang on a second, send the message, send the email, excuse me. No, it's still actually waiting for me here. Let me just close that. Send the, yeah, it's not doing this. Hang on. Okay, I just need to refresh this. And I was testing my command earlier and it actually didn't, I shouldn't have done it again. But I'm just going to say, send the email to the customer. Okay, let's try this again. Help me resolve the issue. Okay, so here's the email. Please review and confirm if this message is suitable to send, or let me know if you'd like. So send this message. There we go. Okay, now what is super amazing here is I haven't done anything. Obviously, please, you're going to read your message, right? Okay. But what's really nice about the AI is you can improve this. You can make it more casual. You can make it more formal. So if I just select formal and I select the formal option, you're going to see that it's going to make this message to Mr. Blue more formal, and you can see it's actually, and then it's simple. You literally have to just send the message. So all of this has taken me, and I had one or two little incorrect commands, but all of this is actually taken not even 5 minutes, which to me, this is absolutely wow. And if you think it's wow, please send thumbs up, hearts, great emojis, because this is honestly one of the nicest things, the nicest gifts you can give any of your administrators to work on. Okay, so there we go. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, any questions? Let me pause. Any questions? Sarah, I see that you put in the you can book me link if anyone wants to book a meeting. Any questions about the admin agents or the agent bot? Nothing? Okay. All right. So I have another question, or I guess another poll, I should say. Would you say that your MTTR is increasing every month? Is it taking longer for tickets to be resolved? Ella, if you can launch the poll, please. Thank you. And you can just give it a yes or no. Okay, so far 67% are yes. One person is on a no. Okay, so there's two things, like you can, if your MTTR and your time to resolve, and you've got your administrators who are so busy trying to work on tickets that are repetitive and to type out tickets and to go into then to chat GPT to try and type out ticket responses to tickets and to copy and paste it. Everything is now in SysAid, and you can leverage SysAid, and it can obviously be a lot more efficient. Okay, so just to I'll end the poll, but just to share the results, 80% were yes and 20% were on a no. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, by the way. Okay, I hope you can. Sarah, you can? Cool. All right. Amazing. Thank you for being engaging, guys. Okay, so just a few more things that I would like to share with you, and I'm going to go back to my slide deck over here, is these are a few quotes from our healthcare clients. This is all on our website. I'll actually just post the other, because we've got more than just 3 use cases. These are just a few quotes from our healthcare clients that they've said that they've been able to reduce MTTR, and that SysAid provides security and compliance that they need, and other departments are being brought on board because they're seeing a lot of success and value from this. And you can see all of the healthcare providers, and there's a link in the chat as well if you want to go and see other success stories. And honestly, this is not us, it's coming from our customers. So I do wanted to share that with you. Michelle, I see that you've asked a question. A common issue is the password resets. How does this work for different software applications? So Michelle, this is also a very good question. So when it's for password resets, this is where we're going into the agentic AI, where there's actually, and let's just see, I'm going to try not go into it I won't go into too much detail. I just want to see if I've got this on my test account, because I didn't test this today. So with the agentic AI, all right, there's quite a few things here that can be done. And one of them is Azure AD reset user password. And I'll just launch it just over here. And very easy is that if you're using Azure AD, for example, there's specific prompts that you can follow within SysAid in order to change your user's password. And honestly, it works within about 5 minutes. And there's not only password reset. There is so many different types of you can see, you can detect information on your assets. I mean, you can see I've got a whole list of different types of things that we can do. And I actually should have put this onto our deck, but maybe I can find it here. 1 second. Just to give you an idea, here we go, of all of the different options that you have. Here we go. So this is everything that you can do, from asset management, service management, creating users, resetting passwords, locking accounts, and let's just say someone's being offboarded. And you can see the rest of it. And I'm happy to share this with you if you are interested. Okay, but great question. And if you'd like to just meet with the team just to go through this in a little bit more detail, of course we can, with the greatest of pleasure. Okay, what else? Any other questions from anyone else? You don't have to be shy. You can turn on your microphones. It was specifically supposed to be a small round table today so that you can all share anything that you want to share, that some of the things that you've been experiencing at the moment. Anything else? Okay. My next question is, would you like one of my account managers, my team members, would you like any of them to contact you? Ella, do you want to, I think that's the last poll. And then I just want to show you guys the offer that I have for you, should you wish to take it. Would you like an account manager to contact you? Give it a yes or give it a no. Okay, and while we're waiting for the poll to continue, I see quite a few yeses, which is great. So what's in it for you? So any purchase of SysAid Copilot will include a 25% discount. I've put that the offer ends at the end of May. So if you're interested, I know some of you may have slightly longer procurement processes. I would still hold the discount for you. But if you would like to take advantage of SysAid Copilot, and this is the end user bot and the agents, it's both. I will be able to provide you with a 25% discount, and my team is here to help you. And not only that, if you've got any questions about anything else, perhaps now as well, if there's anything else you want to see on any of these power hours, you're welcome to write in the chat. I can tell you that for the next power hour in 2 weeks' time, we're going to be going into land sweeper asset management, and then we're going to have a session on workflows. So this is something you can register for now. Maybe you can put the link in as well, Ella or Sarah. That would be great.
It's not ready yet. It will be shared tomorrow.
For the landing page. Okay, perfect. No problem. Okay, good. Any other questions? Anything else for you guys that I can help you with? No? Okay, well, thank you for your time today. It's been nice chatting with some of you and answering your questions. Thank you, John. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Thanks, Michelle. Enjoy your day, and we will be in contact should you need us. So thank you, everyone. Bye for now.